Callaway out on hiatus today, out getting hammered drunk for his birthday. He'll turn, I think Rob's 38 tomorrow. I think we're tied tomorrow. You guys can catch us, if you're not doing it right now, on Spreaker.com. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, the Spreaker app via your Windows, your Android, or your Apple device. Make sure you guys go sign up for a free Spreaker account. That's SPREAKER.com. And then follow the Sports Kings Live, the show, and then go to the little thought bubble and join the chat room so you can get involved in the show as well. You can also reach us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Sports Kings Live. When we get back, we'll get into the topic du jour today. We'll talk about being a bad guy, becoming a bad guy, and then what that means for the NBA's runner-ups going forward. We'll be right back.
If you're a single man under the age of 35, you'd probably like to know what the ladies are looking for on an online dating site. A guy who had a few drinks and later got pulled over for buzzed driving. See, that could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. And doesn't a guy who's back living with his parents but calls them my roommates just scream Mr. Right?
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzzed driving is drunk driving. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
What's going on, everybody? It's your man, Big Mike.
Yep, and this is RC, Rod Calloway.
First of all, we'd like to thank everybody for being down with the Kings and for supporting Sports Kings Live.
Your listens, downloads, likes, and follows have allowed this show to grow by leaps and bounds in just a few months.
Now, if you have a product or a business and you'd like to promote it on this show,
it's simple. Just email us at sportskingslive@gmail.com. And once again, thank you for being down with the Kings.
Yeah. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. It is Friday. No flex zone. ODB.
Let's go! Yeah! Turn up!
Turn up for a Friday. Yes, indeed. It's been a hot weekend here in Atlanta, too, man. I'm Big Mike. My partner, Rob Calloway, not here with me collectively. We are known as the Sports Kings. This is Sports Kings Live, being heard via Spreaker.com and on the Spreaker app for your Windows, Apple, or Android device. We're also on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Sports Kings Live, and on the email, sportskingslive@gmail.com. We're also on Tumblr. Rob nor myself know how to use it quite yet, but we're there. So if somebody knows how to use it, feel free to instruct us. And I keep reminding you guys, because I think it's important, we haven't been doing this, giving you the actual way to be involved in the show. We keep telling you we'll tweet out a link and all this kind of stuff, but you have to sign up for a free Spreaker account, the same way you would sign up for like Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or all these things. Then search Sports Kings Live, follow us, and then when we're live, you click on the little thought bubble. While you're listening, you can comment, you can talk to us, you can talk to other people in the chat room. It's a pretty fun interactive experience. You can ask our guy Mark Cooper, he's usually in there with us. All right. So today, the topic du jour today, as I listened and watched today in the world of sports, has been LeBron James's, I guess you can call it, his relationship with his head coach. He is still the head coach, David Blatt. Before we go there, the Cavs are the favorites to win the championship next year, and it's not even close. I think it's like the Cavs, and then here it is right here. Before I start guessing and be totally wrong, the Cavs at 3-1, Golden State at 5-1. For all you bettors out there, I don't know what this stuff means. The Oklahoma City Thunder with Kevin Durant back and what's the big kid they got in the middle now? Serge Ibaka coming back. They're 7-1. The Chicago Bulls are 10-1. The LA Clippers, who we'll talk about here in just a second as well, are 10-1. The San Antonio Spurs are 10-1. Even with the status of Tim Duncan and Manu Ginobili up in the air, they're 10-1 over the Rockets, by the way, who are 18-1. And I wanted to stop here. The home team here in Atlanta, 25-1. So apparently Vegas feels as though what we saw out of the Atlanta Hawks this year was pretty much a flash in the pan, and it's not sustainable. We'll see. We'll see in about another 3 or 4 months. We'll see what's cracking with that. All right, now on to Mr. LeBron James and his Big Sean approach to basketball now, his IDGAF approach. I personally don't mind it. What happens with us as people who watch sports and enjoy sports, the people of our youth, they take on a more Herculean. They become Herculean characters where they do no wrong. Look, Michael Jordan to me will always and forever be the best basketball player to ever put on a pair of tennis shoes. I will not argue with anyone about Michael Jordan or LeBron James because I feel like it's a stupid argument. I feel like because I'm self-aware enough to know why I feel that way. Because Michael Jordan is the basketball player of my youth. When I came up playing basketball, I started playing basketball before I started playing football. I was good at basketball before I was good at football. So it was what I consider to be my first sports love. And the guy I would watch, because here in Atlanta we used to get all the games on WGN, the Superstation. So I'd watch all the Bulls games. Considered myself a Bulls fan. So I got a little bit older and realized that I don't really give a damn about the Bulls. I like Michael Jordan, which has carried on to where I am now, where I really don't have a basketball team. Like the Hawks are the home team, and I love it when they're doing well, but I don't get crushed when they're not. So I don't really consider myself a big fan of the team or fan of the Falcons and things of that nature. So this is why I won't argue with anybody about Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. I think it's a ridiculous argument. We'll never find the answer to it, and it's something that people do when they want to be lazy. They may package it differently every time they do it, but it's still it's a lazy topic if you do this. But what I will say about Michael Jordan is, I remember my mom buying me the book, The Jordan Rules, and she bought it because her son didn't read. So obviously, if he wanted a book, it must be worth whatever the price. I don't even know how much it cost back then. But Mom, she sprung for it, and I read it. And I read it with such, how do I want to say this? I read it like a kid would read it. But now that I'm older, a lot of those things that were in that book and a lot of the things that went on with Michael Jordan, he wasn't a good guy. Nah, he wasn't a good guy. He punking his teammates, putting his hands on grown men. Yeah, good guys don't do that. You know what I mean? But what Michael Jordan was able to do because of the era that he played in, he was able to control the media. Not all you D-bags are essentially parts of the media. Everyone has an opinion, is what I'm trying to say. Everyone who has a phone that has a keyboard and an internet connection to it is able to voice an opinion on LeBron James or Dwayne Wade or Kevin Durant or Russell Westbrook or whomever. And don't get me started on Twitter. You meme guys are Satan embodied, because some of the stuff is ridiculous. But I laugh, so don't take what I'm saying too seriously. It's ridiculous and it's funny, but I think people just do it to get a laugh and do a reaction, not because they necessarily mean what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think anybody with any basketball sense feels like Steph Curry. As good as Steph Curry is, and as good as he was this year as the league's MVP, there's no one that's rational that says that guy is better than LeBron James, especially when your rationale and your reasoning is because his team beat LeBron's team to win a championship. That makes no sense. We had Bone Crusher on Tuesday. He said it, and I told him the same thing. That didn't make any sense to me. How that the person who wins, that the best player on the team of the champion is the best player? Well, that would mean that at one point, I don't know, Tim Duncan was a better basketball player than LeBron James? Or Dirk Nowitzki is a better basketball player? Like, you can go ask Dirk Nowitzki and he'll tell you that. At no time. At Dirk's best, he's never as good as the dude that wears 23 for Cleveland. So that rationale is ridiculous. Okay, let's move on to LeBron. And now, apparently, the ship has left the port on him being a bully and his target being David Blatt. Here's what I'll say about that. the people who are absolutely great, like great, because again, our heroes become Herculean. Magic Johnson. Anybody remember Magic Johnson running Dale Harris out of town? Oh, no, because Magic has that illuminated smile, and Magic's always, making people happy. Yeah, except Dale Harris. He was like, man, you got to get this dude the hell out. Was it Dale Harris? I think it was Dale Harris. But, yeah, whoever the coach was that Magic ran up out of there, yeah, he's like, you got to get this dude the hell up out of here. We're trying to win. Because dudes who are truly great have a laser focus about themselves. Anybody notice Tiger Woods lately? You know what he doesn't have anymore? That. Like, physically, he's fine now. He's gotten everything surgerized, and I made that up, but today it's a word. Surgerized and repaired and all that good stuff. But mentally, he's in a different place, man. That dude's out practicing golf with his kids running around and playing hide-and-go-seek with his kids, and I'm not faulting him for that, not one bit. That's good. That humanizes him. But what he wasn't when he was dominating this same tournament, the U.S. Open, 15 years ago by 15 freaking strokes. Now, obviously, different course, yeah, different players. He was a different age, all those things. But you know what he wasn't at that time? He wasn't distracted by other things. Everything was all about Tiger. It was Michael Jordan. It's all about Michael Jordan with Kobe at his best. It's all about him. Now we're seeing a different LeBron, and here's the secret, everybody: it's pissing white people off. Yes, the white media is getting pissed because. I'll restate it again. The rule is you can be better than me, but you can't tell me you are. I.e. Terrell Owens. Show me the crime. Show me the police report, whatever you want, whatever evidence you have of Terrell Owens or from Terrell Owens during his playing career. Yeah, exactly. Nothing. His crime was being arrogant, outspoken, and rich and black. And in the society that we're in right now, that's not the move. You have to be humble. You know what I mean? Tom Brady can be as smug as he wants to. You feel me? And everybody's like, oh, that's Tom terrific. Yeah. And here's the thing, I'm not the dude that's gonna get on here and complain about double standards. That ain't my bag. I understand they exist. But all I'm doing is I'm pointing them out as to why. Why now LeBron is he's this major problem. And part of the reason is, too, he's ushering in almost a year ago, like 11 months ago, before I got fired. One of my last shows, I was talking about LeBron and how he is pioneering in a new era in sports. And probably it can only be accomplished in the sport of basketball this way, where young black dudes are going to start taking control of their own careers. Uh-oh. Sounds like, there goes the neighborhood. Yeah, it's a problem. It's going to be a problem. Look at just think about LeBron's circumstances right now, right? As he goes back to Cleveland. You show me the person within that state of Ohio that can tell this man a damn thing. He's on a 2-year deal. He's on a 1-year deal for all intents and purposes. Like, factually, it's a 2-year deal. But, he's going to continue to throw these opt-outs in his – I wouldn't be surprised if LeBron signed his next deal, a 7-year deal with an opt-out after every year of the deal. Yeah, because who's going to tell him no? Dan Gilbert? No. No, the dude that called him a traitor and all these kind of things, and then had to eat all those words when, one, LeBron won championships, and two, he came back to your team. Yeah, you can't say anything. What dude on the team is going to say that? Kevin Love, who ain't never won anything. Kyrie, who's never won anything. Those are the two best players on the team. They're not going to say nothing. And then we have David Blatt. What the hell is he going to say to this dude? It's different. And I know sometimes when things are different, there must be something wrong. We're not used to this. There must be something wrong. No, ain't nothing wrong. The point I made a year ago, 11 months ago, was that he's showing these other dudes, Kevin Durant, dudes who are going to be able to have this type of pull. Because J.R. Smith said he's going to opt out. Good luck, J.R. Yeah, he don't have that. But guys like Kevin Durant in a small city like Oklahoma City where everything hangs on